The Barbados under-19 team, Dexter Coppin, to look carefully at what has been said and overall the general standard of this tournament so far. Dexter, welcome to the program. First up, from your observation, 3 matches, Barbados has won 1, they have drawn 2. Today only 5 overs really in the day's play because of rain. But from your observation so far, not only this year but overall, do you agree with the statements made by Winston Benjamin that the standard of under-19 cricket is very poor?
Good night, Barry. Good night, viewers. Barry, Winston might probably see something different than I do. But if you look at it, Barry, there's 90, 96, 94 boys, 96 boys in the tournament. So everybody's not really going to be at par in terms of their ability. We played against the Windwards the first game. We won that game. I think that the Windwards played some fairly good cricket. They didn't make a lot of runs in the first inning, but you can see that there's talent there. Against Trinidad, they didn't make a lot of runs also in the first innings, but you can also see that there's talent in these young cricketers. Benji makes things like you're saying guys not playing forward well, and I can't, you know what I mean, remember saying that in these games the fellas, you know what I mean, can't play forward. I think that I didn't see the Leewers yet, but the Leewers have 1 or 2 guys that I know from over the years playing the tournament who I think could also bat. So all in all, you're not going to get 96 boys with the talent that you're looking for. Now, there are 6 centuries in the tournament, so that's 6 batsmen so far. So these players have to have some sort of quality. Yeah,
you have 1 from Trinidad, 1 from Jamaica, 2 from Trinidad and 1 from Jamaica.
I think you got 3 from Jamaica who got centuries.
And then you have Craig Brathwaite yesterday who joined the list along with Asian Brat in this round.
Yeah, these guys could play a bit. All these guys need is to develop their talent. And once there's things in place to help these boys to come through, I mean, this is their learning curve. And you can't expect these guys to dominate, you know what I mean, straight away. I don't think the standard is probably what we are hoping or looking for, because we want to see West Indies cricket back to the top. But it's not going to start from here. There are guys before these guys that played in the under-19 tournament. So what we're doing with these guys that went off last year and the year in front. So all in all, I think that it is not that bad.
How many years have you been coach of the under-19s?
This is my 4th year, Barry.
And in the 4 years that you have been the coach, would you say this is perhaps the worst year, or this is one of the years where there's a rebuilding in every side?
Well, yes, there's a rebuilding in every side in the tournament. Barbados, we got about, I think, there's about 12 guys, I think, that in the Barbados team. There's Craig Brathwaite, he's a youngster in the team for this first season. He's only 15 years, and he's scoring 100, and at 15, I think that at the end of the day, there's something still there with cricket. There's other guys there in the tournament, also young fellas who come in for the first time. And there's talent. I mean, that we can't really bash this under-19 tournament, because this is development. These guys are learning. We as coaches got to go there and help these guys to develop so that they can get to the next level. It's when they get to the next level then, you know, I mean, the people who's looking after these guys at that level, they got to make sure too that these guys, you know, stepped up their game, because this is the learning curve in terms of under-19 cricket. These guys are still learning the skills. Well,
like Nation cricket correspondent Haney Gill said today, you know, it's difficult to track records, especially on under-19 cricket, but I can't remember for quite some time, since I've been covering youth cricket since '93, a 15-year-old scoring a century. And there must be something special. We continue to talk about Craig Brathwaite, over 31 centuries now in his career. Age 15, he scored his first century in his 3rd game of under-19 cricket. Let's take a look at how Craig Brathwaite has been progressing in the tournament, because he scored the first century for Barbados, and he has been, I wouldn't say the shining light, because Rashidi Boucher has done well. Martin Ben seems to be a good prospect. But to be 15 years old, only your 3rd match at this level, coming off a plethora of centuries, you know, on the 15 level, and then just in your 3rd game getting 1. Something must be talented and special about Craig Brathwaite that I think Winston Benjamin should have a look.
Yes, you see, Craig is a quality little cricketer, no doubt about it. He works very hard at his game. He plays in his limitation. He works very hard in terms of his game. He's a guy that don't really give his hand away very easily, and I think that that is what you need in West Indies cricket, people to bat long. If you have a guy that's 15 years, right, and he's opening the batting, and he's batting right through for you, this guy's got some place to go in the world in terms of cricket.